All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, for another edition of what is going on with Chelsea transfer news in the past 12 hours or so. Big news about Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm very, very happy about this. He needed a move away from Chelsea, and it's going to be in the likes of Bundesliga, which is perfect for him, and I hope he absolutely balls out. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Callum Hudson-Odoi by Leverkusen, how things could turn out for him. We're going to talk about Aubameyang. Looks like it will hopefully happen sometime this week. I would have loved it if we had had Aubameyang for the Leicester fixture, because I don't want to go into another fixture where we're trying to make do with Havertz or Sterling as a false line. Sterling as a false line is not a bad idea, but then you need supporting cast of Havertz and Mason Mount to wake up. And at the moment, I don't completely trust Havertz and Mason Mount to do the bits for us. And these fixtures, they're coming and going. They're going through very, very quickly. So we can't be dropping more points, man. Really can't be dropping more points. Teams like Arsenal and Spurs, they look serious, especially Arsenal. Obviously, Liverpool with a shaky start, you don't expect them to have that kind of form for too long. Soon they'll figure things out and they'll sort it out. And of course, Man United with a shock victory, you just don't know when they can start waking up as well. So we've got to start picking up these points, man. 3 points are massive. This top four battle ain't gonna be easy. So we better be ready for this. And this is what I would have loved. I would have loved Aubameyang to start against Leicester, but I don't know whether that's going to happen. Good to see a lot of you guys live already. Smash the like button as you're coming through. Very important, the likes. The more likes you guys hit, the better this channel is going to do. The more the channel will grow. So if you enjoy the channel, you appreciate everything about the channel, you appreciate the interaction, then smash the like button. Uncle Shama, good to see you, my man. Might need to bring you on my channel if this Chalaba thing goes through. Quick thoughts. Yes. Look, what can I say, Uncle Shama, is that it's such a slap in the face for Chalaba. That's what I feel. Like, for me, he had a decent season last season. Like, it's not like he had a horrendous season or he had a magnificent season. He had a decent season, and it was a good platform to take it onto this season and really take it to a new level. And it really hurts the fact that if Wesley Fofana comes in, this guy is going to move to Inter Milan, looks like. And you know what? He's going to do well in Serie A. I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to do well for you guys. What does that mean for Skriniar? Is Skriniar a guy? I don't know. But he's going to be a good defender for you guys. You could possibly even use him as a DM as well. So, that's his strongest suit, I think playing as a DM, to be honest, as opposed to being a CB. But you can definitely utilize him as a CB. Robust, got a lot of energy, physical. He could do the bits, man. I'm actually a bit annoyed. I really thought can you imagine from Chalaba's point of view, after putting on that, level of effort last season, only to be loaned out this season? Oh man, he probably would have thought he's definitely, he's got a spot at Chelsea Football Club. And on top of that, knowing, here's the shocking part. Here's the shocking part, ladies and gentlemen. Knowing Rudiger and Christensen left, knowing these two have gone, and on top of that, Chalaba now is on the way. Like, Chalaba would have never imagined this in his life, to have these two players gone, and then he's also getting loaned out. Nah, man, nah. Yeah. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Yeah, Digital Films Review. Smash the like button, guys. Nearly 100 of you guys are live here. Let's get those likes up to 100 immediately. We're going to start the show now in regards to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Love to see those likes go up. So this is the latest in regards to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Want to see what you guys have to hear say about this. Bayer Leverkusen are closing on Callum Hudson-Odoi deal. Negotiations set to be completed with Chelsea on loan after Callum Hudson-Odoi turned down 2 loan proposals from Premier League. Probably good he turned down the Premier League. He needs to get confirmed minutes. He needs to be regular. And I don't know if Premier League teams will give him that regular spot. So Bayer Leverkusen are in for him. Deal progressing well to be completed this week. I just want to have a quick look at this Bayer Leverkusen team. I think it's a very good team. Let's just have some look at some of their fixtures. I don't know if they've started the season off well. So they started the season from Dortmund. They lost against Dortmund. They lost against Augsburg, and they've lost against Hoffenheim. So it's not looking good, but they've got some very good players. At home, they got battered as well, man. That's pretty damaging. This is the Leverkusen team, ladies and gentlemen. Diaby. Everyone's been talking about Diaby. So, there's a bit there. Asmoon. I think this might have been the Asmoon from Porto, if I recall. I could be wrong. Schick is also a very good player. Looks like Callum Hudson-Odoi should be able to get an opportunity here. They've got Florian Wirtz here. Where's Wirtz? Probably was on the bench. Nope. Maybe injured. Wirtz is probably injured. So look, Callum Hudson-Odoi, he should be able to get an opportunity for this particular team. Hopefully on the left side. Diaby, Schick. I hope Callum Hudson-Odoi absolutely balls out, man. I truly hope he does. And I just want to have a quick look at how long does Callum Hudson-Odoi have in regards to his contract, because it is on a loan. And do you know what? Okay, fine. I don't mind a loan, but we better have a clear plan for this guy for next season. Look, first of all, I hope he does well this season. That's the most important part. So he's got a contract till June 2024. So he's got a couple of more seasons left. So 2 more seasons, this season on loan. Look, obviously his stats this season, he hasn't even played. And last season, it's not the greatest either. Let's have a quick look at last season, what he was up to. Overall, 28 matches, 3 goals, 6 assists, 1,081 minutes. So obviously not enough football being played. 15 times he's featured in the Premier League, 1 goal, 3 assists. Champions League, 1 goal, 2 assists. Yes. Look, Callum Hudson-Odoi, for his own sake, ladies and gentlemen, needs to have a stress-less season. Go out there and ball out and do your level best, man. Do your level best. Absolutely kill it. And Bundesliga, over there, they play football. Like, it's not about park the bus. It's not about, let's tight defend and whatnot. He'll see a lot of space. Hopefully, it will allow him to develop his attacking prowess. And he needs to improve in a lot of department, man. He's really stagnated over the last few seasons. I know the injury has hurt him, but he's absolutely stagnated. So hopefully, he improves on all of those aspects, man. Shooting, dribbling, 1v1. You got to be able to take your man on as a winger. Just hopefully he balls out in terms of getting a lot of assists. Technically, shooting is one thing he needs to improve on. Let's see what you guys have to say. Diaby and them fraud players. Imanchu, you do not like Bundesliga, do you? Ritz long-term injury. Oh, yeah, he was injured. 2 years left. Yep, CFC for him. Good to see. I think he'll permanently, after the loan. Look, I mean, if he does well and Bayer Leverkusen wants to keep him, let's sell him, man. Let's sell him, because it seems like as much as Thomas Tuchel kind of shows that he likes Callum Hudson-Odoi, he doesn't use him. And whenever he does get used, he gets used as a right wing back, which is more as a right winger. But Callum simply doesn't have that attributes in that position. He doesn't take his man on a regular basis. And yes, every now and then there's some good deliveries which ends up being assists, but it's not on a frequent basis. So look, he's a player that seems like Thomas Tuchel doesn't trust. There's a lot of players that Thomas Tuchel doesn't trust in the current squad. So he needs to go. He needs to go. That's the bottom line. T1, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. We should have just gone for the rebuild this season. Yeah, it looks like we are going for the rebuild this season. Whole heap of different players are leaving. Already Lukaku gone, Werner gone. We've got Malang Sarr gone, Emerson gone, now Callum Hudson-Odoi very close. Ziyech is gone as well. There's a lot of players that are moving on. So it is a bit of a rebuild. Obviously, don't forget Rudiger and Christensen gone as well. Alonso, I don't know what the situation is. I think Barcelona has cooled all of that. So does that mean Alonso now stays with Chelsea Football Club? We shall see. So yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad. Sam S. Salam is walaikum salam, my brother. Ryan, salam as well to you, my man. Just sell Cho. Yeah, looks like. I mean, it's going to be a loan, so we'll see what happens after the loan, whether it's a sell or not. I'm very interested to watch Bayer Leverkusen. I really am. I want to do actually quite a few, Bundesliga watch-alongs, and I want to watch Bayer Leverkusen. I want to see how Callum Hudson-Odoi performs. Hopefully he gets minutes. It would be a shame if he goes to this loan and he doesn't get enough minutes. Tuchel doesn't have an attacking system. Look, I think he does have an attacking system. It's just these players, they can't execute what he wants. That's my honest opinion on it. Yes, he could probably do better as well to try and get the best out of these players. But at the same time, man, maybe at times if we added another extra attacking personnel, maybe that could help out. But I don't think it's completely Tuchel's fault. But at the same time, I don't think it's completely the players' fault either. I think it's a combination of both. I love TT, but I feel like he's struggling to maintain some sort of consistency and team identity. I feel like we are all over the place once we go down in a game. Yeah, look, when was the last time we ever had a comeback win, man? I feel like this is a bit of an issue. We go behind and our heads drop, man. We've got to be... Look at Man City. Man City sometimes are 2 goals down and they still come back, sometimes even win it, the way they did against Aston Villa in that last day. And sometimes, they'll level things up. That's just elite mentality. And very good to see you, my man. Big up, bro. Heard the Gordon news for £60 million. That's insane. Surely you guys don't be a rob like that. Haaland cost less. Yeah, man. I mean... It's mad. It's mad. Everyone knows that, it's coming to an end. The transfer window is coming to an end. So, and they know we're desperate to buy some players. So they're banking on all of that. So time running out, desperation. All of this is now adding on to extra money. So look, I like Anthony Gordon, but is he worth 60 million? Hell no. Hell no. There are so many other players in the market that are less. It's mad. Cucurella was 62 million. That's because we paid a little bit overs to keep Levi Colwill. So that should give you an indication the level of Cucurella and where Gordon is, which is mad. If Sterling and Cucu are already struggling, I have no hope. No player can change this. Look, from the players that have come in so far for Thomas Tuchel, Cucurella, Sterling, Koulibaly, they've all done well. I know we'll look at the last game for Koulibaly and we'll be like, oh, Miz, you got a red card. I know it was a bit of a brain snap in that particular match. But overall, Koulibaly has been very good. And I think down the track, he'll continue being good. That game, some madness happened all over from every player. Sterling, I think is still has been very, very good. So I'm in the belief as long as Thomas Tuchel gets his players, hopefully things will turn around. And do you know what? I want him to get his players. I don't want any excuse. See, right now, if we try and criticize Thomas Tuchel, there's a bunch of fans that will get on top of you, that will insult you, that will slander you. Do you know why? Because they've got many excuses ready. So I don't want any excuse. I want Thomas Tuchel to get every single brother that he wants. I do, because one, I want to see us succeed. And if that is what's going to make him succeed, which in turn will make Chelsea succeed, let's give him those players. Yes, we can sit here and criticize how much we are paying for some of these players or whether we should go for them. And that's obviously, as a fan, we have a right to do so. But at the end, I want to be able to judge Thomas Tuchel on his own merit. At the end of this season, I want no more excuses for Thomas Tuchel. I want, but by the end of this transfer window closes, I hope all the players that he wants gone goes, and I hope all the players that he wants in comes in. Because after that, I want to be able to judge Thomas Tuchel, because I want to be fair. I really want to be fair. And at the same time, I understand there needs to be some patience as well. I get it. You can't just bring in all of these players and expect a miracle to happen straight away. I understand. But look at the caliber of players we're bringing in. Sterling is an experienced Premier League player. Aubameyang, hopefully by the end of this week. Experienced Premier League player. Koulibaly, experienced defender at an European level. Cucurella, one tremendous season at Brighton. Anthony Gordon, Everton's best player, arguably best player. Wesley Fofana, Leicester's arguably best player, defender. So, look, no more excuses. No more excuses. I want him to get his people, and I want him to be judged fairly. Miz, we need to fix up. We can go at Havertz all we want. Remember how we all went at KDB Salah. Now look what he became outside of Chelsea. We need to make it work. Look, I don't know what we are complaining about Havertz. Havertz is getting all the opportunities that he can get. Last season, Havertz was heavily backed by this manager. And Thomas Tuchel consistently has said he likes Havertz a lot. He does like Havertz a lot. So I don't know why there are certain parts of the fan base, getting so defensive about Havertz. Havertz is getting his chances. Now the question is, what is he doing with those chances? How long will you stay patient? How many times do you want to see him miss the clear-cut chances? Can we actually sit here? There's nearly 200 of you guys alive right now. Can we actually sit here and say, oh, do you know what? Havertz never got his opportunity. That's why he doesn't shine. Havertz has been getting his opportunity. Whether it's as a false nine, whether it's on the right side of midfield or as an inside forward, whatever it is, Havertz has been playing. His biggest issue is he can't finish on a consistent level. And the other issues are he's got lackings in his skill set. He tends to he doesn't like to turn and take his man on. I know that's not in his skill set, but he's got to develop that. He's a youngster. He should be working on that. On a regular basis, he likes passing it backwards. And that ain't going to cut it, man. It just ain't going to cut it. Ryan, I'll put you as a mod. Ryan, I just want to say, and this is what I was saying yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, I've removed quite a lot of people as a moderator. I've kept a couple of people that I know for very well. I've just added you on, Ryan, because obviously I interact with you, but I've removed many. I just want to say to all the mods, please do not block anyone unless it's a spammer. If you see a spammer or if you see someone just doing some commercial comments and whatnot, stupid comments, then block them. But please do not block another fan just because they have a different opinion to you. Please do not do that, because I've had some complaints that some of the mods are blocking people with different views. Please don't do that. That's not why I made you a mod. I made you a mod to get rid of spammers or get rid of any of the commercial sort of comments that come through. Here's the $1 billion question for you. What's Havertz's best position or skill? Okay, I think personally, Havertz either just behind the striker, so maybe as a second striker. He's not the main striker. He's central attacking midfielder, let's say, or he's a right midfielder. As a right midfielder is where he shined in Bayer Leverkusen. And what is his best skill? If you look at the Leverkusen days, movement and his passing ability as well. He had good passing range, man. Yes, he scored goals over there, but he was never like a goal scorer. He can score goals, but his passing ability, being able to find those passes. Then he's come to Chelsea, and all of a sudden, all of his passing sense has gone. He's now a striker. He's trying to score goals, which is fine. He's young. You can mold him into whatever you want him to be. Thomas Tuchel says he's a 9.5. For me, he's, to be honest, I think he's either a 10 or an 8. That's what I think he is. A wide 8. That's just my personal view. That's from what I saw from him back in Leverkusen day. Miz, we don't create enough. Even Sterling is not being productive up front. 5'7" player playing with his back to goal. A hold-up play, that's not good enough. Look, so far Sterling hasn't been bad. At least he's been able to turn, take his man on, and release the ball quick. What's he going to do, man? How's he going to create chances when there's no one in the box? He's the one who's in the box. Do you know what I mean? He needs help. He needs help. It's simple as that, man. Some of our players at the moment, they're just quite average, if I'm being absolutely honest about it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's check out the next news that's going on. Before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, 200 plus live at the moment. Let's get those likes up to 100 immediately. The likes are lacking today. 63 likes. Let's get the likes up to 100. That'd be great. So let's do that. Pedro Neves, good to see you, my man. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, is this news. Pierre Emerick Aubameyang to Chelsea will be done this week. So look, there's a lot of report going on that this is almost accepted by Barcelona. So hopefully we see the good news. We need him, man. We badly need him. This brother is needed. I think someone like Sterling will be quite happy with such an inclusion in the team, to have another elite player up front. And let's be honest, Aubameyang is an elite player. His movement, his technique, his finishing, his footballing IQ in and around the box, very important. He can play in the half spaces, whether it's on the right, whether it's on the left. So he's not going to be static in the middle. He can move around if need be. Sterling and Aubameyang could have a good connection. So for me, very, very important this happens. I would have liked him to play against Leicester, but maybe that's not going to happen. And it's a shame. This is why, Spurs, I envy teams like Spurs and Arsenal. They've done their business early and they're set, do you know what I mean? And they're just looking to fine-tune their team. Whereas we're still going through revamping the team. And now we're into the 4th game of the season. We've already lost one, drawn one, and barely squeezed the win. Whereas you look at Arsenal, 3 wins. Spurs, 2 wins and a draw. So, yeah, we've got to do better. We've got to do better. Barcelona needs to sell Oba because they need to register Koundé this weekend. Yes, so hopefully before that Barcelona match starts, we can get Aubameyang. But maybe it's coming a bit too early for the Leicester game. Miss, why Tuchel is not brave enough to bench Havertz? I don't know. I don't know. He should be brave enough. He's not putting in the performance, but I guess the question is, who else could he use up front? Right now, there's no Werner, there's no Lukaku. Ziyech is on his way out. Callum Hudson-Odoi is on his way out, and it was known for a little while. Who else could he use up front? Broha has been injured. I'm pretty sure he would have liked to use Broha, but Broha is injured. So who else could he use up front? Christian Pulisic, perhaps, but I don't think he trusts Christian Pulisic. You're left with Havertz, man. You're left with Havertz. That's it. You're left with Havertz, unfortunately. That is the real truth. Liz, do you think Tuchel is cooking something with these transfers to maybe change formation? Gordon, Oba, and such. Maybe, but it may not be as well. Let me show you why it may not be. Let's do a quick exercise. Football formation. Let's do this. I mean, look, he could possibly, but at the same time, he may not as well. So we shall see. Let me just bring this up. Meanwhile, smash the like button, guys. Let's get those likes up to 100 immediately. We'll do a quick formation. What I think could possibly happen to all the people that think we may change formation. I tend to think maybe we might not change formation. We may, but let's go with what it would look like if it was a back three still. So I think it could be something like this. But as you know, these things are very fluid, man. Like with the ball, off the ball are totally two different things. So look, I think it's Oba. And you're right, Miz, it's going to be a 3-5-2. Actually, you're right. It could possibly be a 3-5-2. So I'm happy to make it like this. And this is why I wanted Frankie de Jong. I wanted Frankie de Jong here, but I don't know whether that's going to happen. I don't think it will. So this, it could be Kai. It could be. See, this is where I would like to see Kai play behind those two strikers. I think at the moment, if you look at it, it's probably going to be Kai or Mount or Gallagher. I can't picture anyone else in those positions. Here, it's going to be Cucurella. Here, I think it's going to be Gordon. Here is going to be Reece James. Then you have Fofana or Silva. Koulibaly. Obviously, here you're going to have, I'll just have it in the Chilwell. And in the middle, look, when everyone is fit, you could have a mixture of a few people, but obviously Jorginho or Kova and Kante. Once, obviously, when these guys are all fit, I suppose. You can potentially have Ruben Loftus-Cheek there as well. And Mendy is a bit of a suspect, man. We need to have a video about Mendy very soon. But it could possibly be something like this, ladies and gentlemen. People are saying, Miz, we can't see. Okay. Better? So this is the situation that I think could happen. Mendy, Fofana, Silva, Reece James, Koulibaly, Jorginho, Kova, Kante. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Now, this could potentially at times turn into a 4. It could be something like this. It could be maybe it could be 4-2-2-2, or it could be, you could have someone on the base It could be like this, 4-3-3-3. So it could be anything. It could be anything. This is why I don't get too worried about formations, because the formation, as you can see, with the same players, you can go from a back three to a back two. That's why I never get worried about formation. I worry about roles. What is the role? I think this is why us as a fan base, we need to start thinking about roles as opposed to the formation. What is the role of Jorginho? What is Jorginho's role in the team? What is Kante's role in the team? What is Kai, Mount, Gallagher's role in the team? What is Koulibaly's role in the team? What is Fofana's role? What is Cook? Like, we need to understand roles as opposed to what formation. This is the most important part, ladies and gentlemen, because formation, look, already this is a 4-3-3. You can, as I said, you can have it as a 4-2-2, 4-2-2-2, like this. You can then very, very quickly bring it into a 3 at the back again, and you can potentially have 3-4-3. You can maybe even have it as 3-5-2. So it doesn't matter. It's what you want to do. It's what is the role of each player. That's the most important part. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this. Put comments. I would love to see your comments, what you thought about all of that in terms of possible lineup with all the new players coming through, hopefully. This is in regards to Wesley Fofana, ladies and gentlemen. The latest, the player Wesley Fofana clearly wants to go, and it's about the club finding an agreement. And I think once that happens, it will be resolved then. Brendan Rodgers. So look, Wesley Fofana, I don't know why we are dilly-dallying around with all of these 50, 60 million, 70 million bid. They want 80 million. Let's just give them 80 million. I mean, we're running out of time. We might as well just do it. He wants to be a Chelsea player. I think Leicester wants to now sell as well, but they want the right money. Let's just give them the money and let's move on. Wesley Fofana is training with the under-23s after failing to turn up to Leicester training last week. I mean, look, this guy doesn't want to be at Leicester anymore. He just does not want to be in Leicester. So he's a headache for Leicester. Leicester needs to sell. We need to get him. Let's make it happen. I just hope that this brother never does this to us. I just hope a couple of years' time, if Real Madrid or Barcelona are knocking on the door, I hope Fofana never does this, because these things, they set a bad precedent. What he just did over there with Leicester, can you imagine if he did that with Chelsea? Who knows? Maybe he's using us as a stepping stone, but I hope he's not. Sorry, we've already talked about that tweet that you provided, so thank you so much for that. We know Leicester are hard to negotiate and they won't budge. Let's get it done. Yeah, exactly, man. Let's just get it done, man. We know how much they want, so let's just get that done. We did the same BS with Koundé. Looks like maybe we didn't even want Koundé, apparently. Fofana should just hand in a transfer request and get it done. Apparently, he doesn't want to hand a transfer request. I don't understand. You're not showing up to training. You might as well hand a transfer request, my man. Fofana going to be acting the same towards us once Barca comes in. This is the thing. This is the thing. I hope he doesn't do this. I truly hope he doesn't do this, because I don't like when players do that kind of stuff, man. That sets a bad precedent. These days, your channel is sticking. Channel is sticking? I hope that's a compliment, man. These days, your channel is sticking. Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Finally, woke up on time in the US to watch part of this live. Got to do it to school, though. Enjoy school, man. Concentrate on school. Enough with the back the manager thing. Look, your name is Tuchel out. Enough said, I suppose. I can't really stand seeing Reece James at RCB. Man has a rocket of a foot and can finish like a striker at RCB. Nah, look, you're right, man. I'd rather see him as a winger, right wing back or a right back. But I think Thomas Tuchel alluded last season that part of Reece James' injuries are because he plays as a wing back. So something to think about. Andreas Croissant, look, I don't honestly, I don't trust this guy, man. I don't take him as a proper source. Like this guy, nah, man. I think he's just like Grimes. I've unfollowed Grimes as well. Like I followed her for a little bit after what she said about, so many players, to be honest, but most notably Dembele. These people, I don't know where they get their news from, Andreas Croissant or whatever. These guys are not legit. I mean, let's see what he's saying. Chelsea have open talks with AC Milan to sign Rafael Leao. The deal is looking difficult as the Italian club don't want to sell. Look, he's literally regurgitating everything that all the top journalists have said anyway. Like he's not saying anything different or anything new. No, for me, I don't think so. Thanks. Let's get 6+1 contract for Fofana so that even when these big clubs come, we'll ask for crazy money. Yeah, look, we will. But if he does what he's doing, he's got 5 years contract with Leicester, and look at what he's doing now. Imagine he did that with us, and at the end of the day, player wins all the time. Player always wins. So look at Lukaku. Lukaku wanted to leave, and he's gone. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long you have in your contract. If they force to leave, they will leave. Miz, do you think Chelsea will sign De Jong? I think Chelsea wants to sign De Jong. Does De Jong want to come? I don't know. I'll be so happy if he does. I'll be so happy. Honestly, I'd lose my mind if he does. Ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps us up for today. The latest news, obviously, Callum Hudson-Odoi most likely is going to Leverkusen. That should happen. That's a good news for him. Hopefully he develops to the player that we think he can. And Aubameyang, hopefully by the end of this week. And Wesley Fofana as well. He wants desperately to come to Chelsea Football Club. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to at least 290 likes to 200. Over 240 people live right now. So we can easily get to 200 likes. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.